Right here, we got one.
Oh, you do have one.
I'd just like to bring up something about the election. I just want to mention that I appreciate you guys letting me be on the committee for a few months, but my understanding is that during the election, Councilman Howard was passing out templates with John Beasley's name on it. Is that true, Craig?
That's absolutely false. I'm not sure who told you this, but everybody got a little yellow piece of paper telling them what the new,
Hand something out.
oh, no, nothing like those. Or what,
It was a two-sided green sheet.
oh, not, in front of the, not around here, around town, but not in front of here during election day. Nothing like that. I had a little yellow piece of paper and I was just talking to Jason Moore, standing out front. He had already voted, so I wouldn't even hand him a flyer anyway. I was just standing up there talking to Jason. Yeah, who told you that? Because somebody's lying to you.
I just heard that from several sources.
Yeah, I heard that Ashley told you that, and then the just rumor just started spreading from there, but that was an absolute lie. Okay. That was just an absolute lie. I know better than to stand in front of here and campaign for anybody. If anything, I'd stand with a sign saying vote, you know, encouraging people to vote, but I would never support a certain candidate. And especially not with someone that already voted. Jason had already got done voting. I hadn't talked to him for a long time, so I was standing out front talking to Jason for a while. After I got done voting.
Any more?
Well, I just will interject that I will say that I was under the same, I heard the same things as well. And I was very upset with what I read because a lot of it was not true. And you know, I mean, I want to move on, the election's over,
Right.
but I felt that if that's in fact were being passed out, then people were not giving accurate information.
Can I say, just so you know, I didn't come here tonight to say this, I didn't know it was going to come up, but one of my jobs is I work the elections. I set it up, and we did hear that, and we did come up and we checked it out. We called the workers that were here. They did not see any of that. We were very concerned with that, and we did bring up the elected official to Plymouth to make sure that the election was running the way it was supposed to be ran. And from what we could see, and I believe they talked with people within the community, that they didn't see any of that. So,
Well, when you say any of that, what exactly are you talking about?
what you accused of Craig
What-
handing out papers in front of the.
No, I didn't say in front of there. No,
Okay.
I didn't see. I can't. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in general, the general public.
Okay. I was just saying, we came up that day.
Yeah, no, because I asked, I heard that too, and you know, that was. I'm not going to go off hearsay.
Right, yeah, I was just gonna say, you know, as the county, we did follow through with that election and make sure the election process was going the right way. I would hate to take away from all the work that
Oh,
the
sure.
people did and stuff, so.
Yeah.
If you'd like to discuss those flyers or something after the meeting, you talk about it.
Sure.
Anything else? Is there anything else? Report from the mayor. Well, this might not go over the best for everybody, but there was a note clip to this, and it was in the Dropbox here to read it. You guys all have copies. Craig, I know you're going to read. I want to start by saying, Ashley and Wade, you guys do an amazing job. Thank you, and a huge thank you to Cecil, Jeff, Eric, Gary, and Neal. but I'm very disappointed that Craig Howard was standing outside the city hall during the special election on February 15th, 2018. I've already talked about this, with a couple of his buddies. He was handing out flyers about negativity towards his fellow council members and telling people to vote for John. That was extremely unfair towards Neal. In my dictionary, that's called cheating. I think the council should just vote and the mayor make the final choice. Craig Howard continues to act unprofessional and uses inappropriate behavior which makes these meetings unsafe. This is a nice little town, Craig, but you're not helping any with your negative attitude towards others and your obsession with video. Being a member of the council, you need to lead with respect for others, positivity, hopefulness, and enthusiasm. Thank you sincerely, an anonymous resident.
So proud of what they wrote that it was anonymous.
Want to make any other comments about it? I don't care.
Well, it's just full of lies.
I know
That's why
you
they
did.
made it anonymous.
Okay.
I guess I have to agree that I don't think, if somebody can't sign their letter, I don't know if it's worthy to be read.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
like it or not, I'm just being fair.
I say that we'd already been through this. Okay.
Yes.
So this is probably the first meeting I've had in a long time, but nobody's bothered me about my camera. I really kind of appreciate not having the negativity on that. And I don't know. I'd like to see if we can get it put on the agenda to. You guys seem to think the chicken policy is still in force. Maybe we could vote on that at the next meeting. Put that on the agenda.
I thought we were gonna kill that. What's the deal with that? I thought we were gonna kill it.
I
No,
thought
the
we'd like to
city,
kill the policy.
our livestock ordinance is no chickens in town. If anybody wants chickens, they have to get an exemption from the council.
So then why we,
And the policy is what he's saying, that if anybody wants chickens, they're handed this policy.
Well, the policy hasn't changed, I don't think it's changed since I've been on here. We tried to, we looked at doing it,
Right.
and we
So-
wrote,
yeah, so what do? You wanna change it?
Well, are you saying that policy you guys wrote is still in force? Because it seemed like that the
Yeah.
last couple of them. So I'd just like to say just get rid of that policy and just have it like we had, like it's been with, if the city council says it's okay, it's okay. Have a complaint-based policy or ordinance, just like all the other towns around us. If somebody complains, then there's a problem. Then we'll deal with
But my
that.
problem is when somebody does complain and somebody doesn't abide by the letters, then what am I doing?
But that hasn't happened.
It has happened.
It has
There
happened.
were complaints.
Yes.
No, not really. I mean, they complained about Denise's rooster and then she got rid of it.
Nobody complained about my rooster. It was a baby. I realized that it was a rooster, so I got rid of it right away.
Oh, okay. I'd heard that your neighbor complained about it.
The neighbor never complained.
Okay. See, she got rid of it and didn't have a problem with it, so
Right.
my point
And
is
that's
that there
one
isn't
person.
problems.
I've had other
The
residents
chick was
complain.
4 months old.
So I like the way the policy is now, that there's an ordinance. If you say they can have it, fine. If nobody complains, then.
That's how the ordinance is.
That's how it
It's
is.
Yeah,
no
it says-
livestock.
Well,
They
then-
have to get an exemption from the council. The council agreed to give anybody wanting chickens this policy.
So are we not gonna be bothering John about his rooster anymore then?
John
No,
said
we
he
have
had
to. He
it.
can't have roosters.
See, that's just it. The only
Even
reason.
if that policy was in place, Craig, and we took it away, he still can't have roosters. You can't have roosters in town.
That's what I think we should change. Maybe
It's
put that up.
supposed to be reviewed annually, and it's supposed to be a $25 fee, and that.
See, that's what I wanna change. No $25 fee. You don't need permission from everyone within 200 feet of your property. And all that. I'd like to have it put on the agenda for next time so we can vote for our common sense chicken policy.
The only problem I have with that, I guess, is that the only people that got them right now are on this table right here, and they're not even paying attention to the rules. Why would anybody else?
Another problem I
Not sure what
had
your
is
point
people
is.
like mini goats in town. No.
I'm not sure that anybody wants mini goats. I'm not sure that's true.
Yes?
Yeah,
The lady came in when Wade was there, if you want to call me a liar. There was a lady that came in about mini goats. Yes.
If we're gonna talk about moving livestock in town, or even fowl, I think we should have something in the policy where they have to be inspected annually by a licensed vet.
Well, see, that's the
for
problem
illnesses or anything?
is who's
Because who's
gonna,
gonna police this?
exactly.
Could we do the same with all those wild cats that we have in town?
Agreed.
You know?
The whole reason we even did
Yeah.
with the chicken thing was, we needed the criteria for somebody coming forward that wanted them. That's when we used all those rules and regulations, if they met those. And yeah, they were kind of strict, I will agree.
They're way too strict, and there's silly things like, you can pour a concrete floor, but it's gotta be a foot off the ground. Who would pour a concrete floor a foot off the ground? Why should you have to? The ordinance, the policy is just full of a bunch of nonsense. Tells you when to let your chickens in, when to let them out. It's just, we need to change that policy. To make it that, like John has a rooster out there. There's no problem with having a rooster with me if he's checked with his neighbors and everybody within that basis. He isn't bothering anybody. His rooster, got a rooster out there that doesn't bother anybody.
If you're thinking about the policies now, just wait until we end up maybe going to the high caps.
Yeah.
What's that now?
The insurance that we were speaking about earlier.
You don't like policies now, there you have a lot of policies.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
To go with ICAP.
Hey, can I keep it down a little bit? Keep down the hubbub.
Hey, thank you.
So yeah, if we just put it on the agenda next time, maybe we can end up with a better ordinance, a better policy. It's a little more lenient.
Any more comments from anybody? Okay, we're at the final moments.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second that.